Hello friends, followers, channel members, good evening, hope you are all doing well. This feels strange. Yep, it's been nearly 2 weeks since we had a live stream, thanks to my recent holiday. Do you know what? The only thing I don't like about doing a stream after a long time is I usually forget to do so much, and I feel like I'm so unprepared and behind things, so you'll have to bear with me while we get started. Anyway, welcome guys, thank you so much for tuning in and coming on board tonight as we depart from Mahon, Menorca, up to Toulouse. I have, of course, picked this particular flight because I was recently on holiday in Mahon, so, well, no, in Menorca, not in Mahon, although I did visit it. Very nice town, lots of hills, but there's a wonderful glass elevator that saves you having to go all the way up or down if you wish. Yeah, so you guessed it right. We walked down the hill and then we got the lift back up, elevator, whatever we're going to call it. Yeah, it's that's the reason, and I'm actually quite excited. It's a shame it's not daytime. We're going to be departing on runway 01 tonight, and runway 01 was great because it actually flew straight over the hotel we were at. So me and the boy were, we just probably annoyed the rest of the family by spending our time just tracking aircraft on flight radar 24 and seeing what was what, but all good fun. So guys, welcome so much. Thank you for coming on board this evening. Big shout out as always to our ever amazing channel members. Hey Irish, hey Leanna, good to see you lurking around, Leanna, this evening. Anna, Terry Ash, Elliot Woodford, good evening. The legend Dark Fury is here. Hey Zara2411, good to see you as well. Hey Gideon, good to see you back. Captain Q, Nulux2411, Merry Easter. Go off, or words to that effect. Dr. Magic's in the house as well. Great so much, guys. Thank you for coming and joining us. Hope you haven't missed us too much. Hey, Miles Murphy, Eastbirds is in as well. Eastbirds, are you still in Japan, or are you back where you belong as well? And a shout out as well to those of you watching on Twitch as well, and everybody else who's coming in. Thank you so much. Hope you're all doing incredibly well. Operational flight plan is pinned into the chat. Now, this is a real ops flight, so we'll be doing everything as per the real world, which means that I'm going to forget something. That's where you guys come in. Let's have a look at the brief, and hopefully all is going to be fine for us this afternoon. And as well, yeah, I'm just seeing all of our channel members celebrating their anniversaries as well. Hey, Scratcher2802, celebrating 5 months of memberships. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here tonight as well, Scratcher. The Legend Dark Fury, 30 months. How long's that? 2.5 years. That has indeed gone on so fast. Carry on, matron. Eastbirds as well, celebrating 29 months of membership and counting. Crazy madhouse here. Sadly back in Belgium now, but going to go back for sure. I do enjoy the pictures, Eastbirds, that you stick in the Discord server. So that's quite neat. But welcome home. Surely it is indeed good to be back. My kids have been back at school today. The girls have started school as well. So it's been so quiet in our house today. It's been an incredible experience. I'd forgotten what the sound of silence was. Right. Oh, should we actually do some work? What we got? Payload just under 12 tons. So that's good. We've got takeoff weight is 60.8. Yeah, so landing weight, if we need to get back in, that's fine. Alternate tonight is Bordeaux, Alpine 34 Charlie Lima, costing us a 4, flight level 340, and a tailwind pushing us up there as well. Zero fuel weight 55.9. Shear rate, that's nothing to worry about. Departing off runway 01, Cycle 3 Charlie departure, and then it's only 294 miles. It's not a long flight actually, it's about 50 minutes en route time, but that just gives me more time to sit and chat with you here on the ground. We're not in a rush. And expecting the ILS approach runway 14. Right, back in. So good stuff. Jen says, welcome back, cheers from Uruguay. Oh, thanks for tuning in all the way from Uruguay. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Jen, for coming in. 31500 boarding passengers at Luton. Flight to Prague with very easy. Yeah, of course, Luton, a massive base, the base for Easyjet. So have a great flight. Hope you're doing well. T-break flew Gibraltar to Dakar at the weekend. Low altitude IFR on the 320 with amazing scenery. Yeah, well, Gibraltar, you don't go too low around Gibraltar. Rumour has it there's a large rock you can fly into. The distance is only 294 miles tonight, so that's fine. CNR is 2.6. Plug fuel is 5.1 or 5.2. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's all fine. So here is the departure route and en route. Oh, and look at that. Oh, the weather when we were on holiday in Menorca, it could, let's be honest, could have been better. Could have been a lot better, actually. We were there when the massive storm hit as well. I think that made the news. What was the ship? The big ship, Britannia, that busted its moorings or something. So yeah, that not good. Yeah, I've never seen rain like that. I mean, I've been around long enough now to have seen some awful rain in my time, but this was something else. And what's worse, we had to walk back to the hotel through it with the kids, and it was an unholy amount of rain. Honestly, there were people around me building arcs, and I was going to say the rivers. They were rivers. The roads were rivers because it was just down a steep hill that we were walking up. I'm not joking when I say that a couple of our kids were on the small side. They could have just quite easily been washed away, and the rain hurt. I thought it was hail, but it wasn't. It was just big, fat, heavy rain. It was ridiculous. Then it was freezing for 2 days, then it warmed up again. So that's my holiday pretty much summed up. But all the nines now. Yeah, typical. Weather is beautiful in Menorca as it is now. It's also, can you believe, the kids have gone back to school today, and as if by magic, the weather is now beautiful. It's been awful for the last 6 weeks while they've been on holiday, and now it's gorgeous. So there you are. Typical. Chris Shaw, hello. Good to see you. Elliot, chubby rain. Yeah. Guido, I was in Menorca, north of Menorca. We're going to fly over it. I'll see if I can point out the hotel if it's lit up sufficiently enough in the sim. So that'll be quite nice. That's why I'm departing Menorca tonight. I haven't got flight time to fly the full flight back to Manchester tonight, but I thought this will suffice. So yeah, that's all fine. I don't even know why I'm looking at this. I see all the nines and I see no crosswind, and I think, woo, jackpot, easy flight. Let's just check out the weather briefing then. Yeah, there you go, 140 at 10. So winds on the nose, no significant changes either. That's perfect. Cav, okay, yeah, no reason we're not going to be able to get in. There's our flight route. Yeah, told you, nice and short. Should be nice. CB's over mainland Spain, don't need to worry about them. Don't need to worry about that. Yeah, it's all fantastic. Nice, easy flight to get us back into the swing of things. Jordan B, good afternoon, good evening, Jordan. Hope you're doing very well, my friend. So, how much fuel am I going to take? Quick look through the NOTAMs, basically. Yeah, there's a few stands that are closed in Toulouse where we're headed, but there's nothing in Menorca, so I'm not bothered about that. What fuel we're going to take? It's hard to justify any extra fuel, isn't it? So we'll go 5 point... We could actually just take plug fuel. Yeah, for a change. Oh yeah, let's go on then. Let's take plug. 5.2 tons, which only really gives us a couple 100 kilograms extra, doesn't it? So that's fine. We'll get that loaded in momentarily. Alright, so happy with everything in the flight plan. That's all looking good. Right, let's have a look at Navigraph then and go through the charts for this. So we are stand 9. Which is where this real flight departed from earlier on today. Yeah, there we go. And we're going to be departing to the north, so we'll expect to push back facing south. We could taxi all the way down actually then, so we could just taxi all the way down onto Delta, then Tango, and where is there any more? Any intersections? Oh, there is an intersection in departure actually at Charlie. So could potentially do that. Oh, do you know what I've not done? I've not updated my SimSmart. Told you, that's the problem when you come back off holiday. You forget things. What's the ICO code for Menorca, by the way? Lima Echo Mike Hotel. Oh, there we are. Yeah, all right. So we'll see if that intersection's available to us and check that out. All right. So that's nice and straightforward. So let's check out the departure chart. See if there's anything daft on here. We're doing Sargo 3 Charlie. So straight out at 7 miles from the Menorca VOR. Mike Hotel November, which will get tuned into the box once we're in the flight deck. Then a left turn. Yeah, this is what was really good. So our airport, I'm zooming close enough on here. Our hotel was. I was down. I think it was up here, somewhere like this. So from from here, you could see all the departures going on either of the departure routings. So these departures basically head over to mainland Spain, and also the shuttles that head to the other islands, Ibiza and Majorca and that. These ones up to sort of France and the UK. These ones as well, straight back out to the UK and mainland Europe. So we got to sit and look at all of these, which was wonderful. So yeah, nice. Days not long back from Majorca, storms out there, cut our 2 weeks out there to 3 days. Oh my word, that's awful. I mean, I was there during, was it? I think it was a week as yesterday that the storm hit. A week as yesterday, that's wrong. It was a week ago on Sunday, last Sunday past that hit us. It was awful. And you said you didn't have a day without rain and thunder. Worst holiday you've ever had there, and you've been going there for over 20 years. That's the problem, isn't it? You can't pick the weather, which is unfortunate. Soviet Dude, hello. We are heading to Toulouse this evening. Looking to push back in about half an hour's time. We probably need to get in the flight, don't we? And open the doors and let the cabin crew start to do their stuff. But yeah, let's just grab some stuff off here. So we've got no initial climb run on there, so we'll fly over 100. Transition altitude is 6,000 feet. MSA is 2.5. That's fine. Okay, yeah, that's it's all looking good. And then, just in case we're busy when coming in, because it is a short flight, let's just grab some information from the arrival. So, quick look here. So, we've got at the VIR is a demo above 8,000 when we get there. We'll tune to Toulouse VOR as well as we're coming in. Then, from a demo, what we got? Nav approach. Demo, oh, that's a nice INAV approach straight in, and we've got ILS stuff all there. That's fine. And what's the final approach? Yeah, we're going to be well above all of these, aren't we? Yeah, so there's nothing difficult really about today's flight, unless something breaks. Transition altitude getting into 5,000 feet. Platform altitude will be 3,000. I'm just making notes of these now because it is a short flight. I don't want to be faffing around with this once we're in the aircraft because we won't have time. MSA is 3,000 feet. Minimum is going to be 688. They're not going to be any lower than that because, well, they can't be any lower than that for this. No other options on this chart, and the weather's going to be beautiful anyway. Elevation is 488, so nearly 500 feet. ILS is 142, and Tango Bravo Sierra is the identifier. That's fine. Good, and just grab some missed approach stuff. Will be 4,000 feet. Good, right, got that all scribbled in. I think we're about ready to get into the aircraft and start setting everything up, aren't we? We'll get GSX on board. We'll start getting passengers on board as well. It's very dark here now in Mahon. Never mind. I still ever use Virtual Easy. No, I don't. No, I don't fly with any sort of virtual airline. I'm free as a bird like that. Good stuff. Pilot Jacob, how was the holiday? Yeah, cold. As much as I hate to say it, two days it was cold and wet, rainy, and overcast. Sounds like I had a slightly better holiday than the other day. So sorry to hear that, mate. Shame you don't get refunded when you get rubbish weather like that, is it? But there we go. Right, where's my jet? Yeah, so, do you know one thing? I did not like the departure hall at Mahon, mainly because you couldn't see anything, and, you know, they've actually not done a bad job of replicating it, so I just head back into the terminal. Look. So, oh, wrong button. So, as you, yeah, this actually isn't too bad a job. So one of the strange things here is you're actually quite a distance from the from sort of the apron, the ramp to the gate. And one of the things I really didn't like was, this is quite accurate, so yes, there was a W8 Smiths there, but then I forgot where we departed from. I think it was somewhere like gate 11. Yeah, when we got to sort of yeah, have they replicated it? Ah, maybe they haven't. So you got all these shops here and that kind of stuff, but then you had sort of a passport control barrier here, which once you'd gone through it, you couldn't go back, and so I couldn't grab any sort of snack. Most of the shops here were just, well, rubbish. There was a bar, but, you know, that's no good to the kids, is it? So I couldn't get back through the passport control to get to the W8 Smiths and that kind of stuff, and there was nowhere to sit and watch aircraft. It just felt very claustrophobic, and, yeah, didn't like it, but that's me just being old and grumpy, because I like to watch aircraft. Yeah, so actually not a bad replication here in the sim. So so there you go. Right. Robert, same as Palmer, separate departure, like Palmer and Tenerife. Yeah. Dacia never really liked Menorca, to be honest. Oh, it sounds like it was better than Mallorca this time. Right, come on, let's get in the flight deck. Start setting things up, tell the cabin crew that they can crack on. I don't think we've got any ATC here tonight, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind. We'll sort ourselves out. So let's check. We're just taking over from the flight crew. We've got nav logo lights are on. Yeah.
Pronto, copy.
Ah, there's ground. So yes, this is cockpit. Go ahead.
Captain, microphone check, please.
We can hear you loud and clear.
Microphone check is 5 out of 5.
Copy,
I can hear as well.
Radio check is complete. We'll contact you when we're ready to start loading.
Okay, thanks.
Pronto, copy.
They're going to start loading already. Yeah, go ahead.
Captain, io static update to let you know that we've started loading. VATSIM de final lo hace etapa 11, we're ready.
Okay, thanks. What an accent. Lente, why do we always fly at night? Because it is night time. I can't give you any other answer than that, I'm afraid. It's real time. It's real time. We try and do everything in real time and as realistic as possible there as well, yeah. Easy 23 Kilo Hotel. I'd have picked an easier call sign. What's the mod that talks to you? It is self-loading cargo that's doing all that. Right, yeah, so nav logo lights, they are on. Spoilers, flaps, and gear, acupressure, yada yada yada, that's all fine. Pop constraints on. Let's grab the latest weather then, shall we? Macam, good afternoon, Aviator. Good afternoon, good evening to you as well. Right, so, where's my pen? 0707, that confirms runway 01 for departure. It is cav okay. Of course it is. Weather's bloody beautiful now that I've come home. 24 degrees, QNH is 1016. Lovely. I'm just going to grab a quick weather for Toulouse as well. So it's currently 140 at 11. Again, I'm doing this because it's only a short flight, so that's cav okay. 27 degrees and 1016. No changes. Fantastic. Okie dokies. Let's yeah, let's start setting the box up and everything else that we need to set up. So we've got 1016, that's fine. We're monitoring guard, yes we are. Yep. Thrust levers, engine master, mode selection, parking brakes, pilots, flaps. Yeah, I'm just checking all my hardware is right as well. Company messages come through. That'll be the preliminary load sheet. Initial climb, as we've just seen in the briefing room, is going to be flight 100 and done. Okay, so let's see if they're going to start boarding anytime soon. Let's give them a bit of a shout, a bit of a kick along.
Hi.
Hey guys, we're ready to start boarding. What about yourselves?
No problem. We expect to be starting boarding in the next few minutes.
Right, good stuff. Okay, let's go through the box, get all that set up and see if we can remember what to do. Yeah, so there's confirmation this flight planning is 50 minutes. Okay, so IRS, we have the 3 nav greens, aircraft status, CFM database, 6th of December. Oh, when's that? Oh, that expires tomorrow. Fair enough. Right, let's do any request. Dave's working on Gatwick Tower tomorrow. Oh, when you say working on, do you mean on VATSIM as an ATCO or, I don't know, as a building contractor? So many questions, Dave. Where's my operational flight plan gone? Then we can see what it is I'm actually popping into the box, can't we? Here it is. Captain Q. So I'm using a customized sound pack that I've created for this channel. I'm still refining it, and it will, you know, it'll be done when it'll be made available to channel members as and when I can get that all sorted. Oh right, flight number HAU Alpine 34 Charlie Lima. Let's get that in there. Cost index of 4. Ground temperature, I'm pretty certain it's not 14 degrees. 25 degrees, I've just seen the corner there. 25 degrees. Let's get that in. Tropopause is well, that's pretty close. I'm quite happy to leave that there close. Someone asked me earlier what was the tropopause. The tropopause is basically the level above which you don't tend to get much weather. It also starts to get warmer the higher up you go, which is very weird. Hello?
Hi, Captain. Is there any chance we can open a door to speak to the terminal staff?
Are they
We're
already
wondering whether
open?
or not they're ready to start boarding.
Yeah, go ahead and get the doors open.
Thanks.
Could have sworn all the doors were open. Are they not already? Quick check. Where are you? Yeah, doors are open. The doors they need to be open are open anyway. Let's crack on. So, cruising today, 340, 44 degrees. Okay, so departing off runway 01, Sargo 3 Charlie. For a small airport, it's got a lot of departures, isn't it? Hello.
Hi, Captain. We've started boarding now and the passengers are being seated.
Okay, thank you. You don't have to tell me everything, just get it done. Let's have a look. Dave's just recently worked up from ATC Specialist Certified Professional Controller to Certified... Dave's, congratulations, that is brilliant. You're ATCO, recently contracted from Stansted to... That is brilliant, Days. Ah, what a job. What a job indeed. That was the first job I wanted, but sadly things got in the way. But yeah, great stuff. So, what am I doing? Oh yeah, let's check the distance there. I've got 329 miles in the box. 294 there. Oh, have I got GSX giving us the pushback already? Have I hit the wrong button? I have. Idiot. That's what happens when you go away. I hope I haven't just mucked up the flight. Right, how can I get GSX to stop? Stop. Abort pushback. I've probably just completely screwed up GSX as well, haven't I? Oh well, I might restart the engine and see what happens. Yeah, so there's a bit of difference in the bit of discrepancy in that distance there. Let me just check what's going on with that. Yeah, departure looks fine. Let's just see what arrival I've got in. Have I got any arrival in there? Ah, that might be why I've not put the arrival in. Arrival 14 right. It's the Orwell 7 Sierra arrival. If I can find it. There we go. The VIA is, I want to say, a Bliss. Is that what it was? A demo. Ah, right, there's a couple of different options here. Demo 1, Demo 2. So, let's try a Demo 1. What's that look like? That looks very much like the chart I got. What's a Demo 2? Oh, they both look pretty similar, don't they? Ah, I think it's that one. Yep, okay, it's that one. Right, what distance have I got on there now? 302 miles on the operational flight plan. We've got 294. That's closer. All right. Radnav page, Mike Hotel November, which is the Mahon VOR. Will manually tune that. All right. Init B page. Have I got a load sheet? Let's find out. Now, is GSX going to play ball with us now? Or is it still messed up? Ah, it is going to work. Right, well in that case, let's request boarding instead of pushback. That might work a bit better. The board's still working as well, look. 17 minutes to go. We might even push back on time today. That'd be neat, wouldn't it? Right, so the zero fuel weight is 55.9. And the CFG 30.3. Fuel for our alternate is, call it 1.5 ton. And why is it asking me to put in the trip wind? Have I not downloaded the winds? I might not have done. No, I haven't. Why didn't you guys tell me I've not downloaded the winds? That's what you guys are here for today. Yeah, I'm using self-loading cargo, that's right. Yeah, you guys are all my PMs today. My mind goes to mush after a few days of being with the kids. So, done that. Fuel planning, there we go. We're going to load 5.2 tons of fuel. Aircraft wants 5 tons exactly, so that works out well for us. So that means we've got a takeoff weight of 60.9 and a takeoff CFG of 29 to work with. Good, right, let's do the performance calculations then. So it is indeed dry, flaps 1, don't need any of these. Takeoff weight is 60.9. The CFG is 29. Grab live weather. Intersection data, yeah, we're going to have to go full length. We haven't got any intersection data. That's fine. So we've got 129, 135, 135. Transition altitude 6,000 feet, flaps 1, flex 68. Right, let me check out the thrust reduction, acceleration values, etc. For Mahon. So runway 01 is 1278. Yep, engine out 1278, and let's do the secondary flight plan then. So copy the active. So it is standard 800 feet right turn to Balliol. Okay, so pop that in. So from Menorca, we'll fly we'll fly 360. Actually, it's not, it's 007. There it is up at the top log. As it's standard, let's pop in place bearing distance there, then a right hand turn to Balliol. .30 miles out, that's the one. And then enter the hold. Inbound course 006 right turns. Oops, missed a 0 out there. Done. And then from Balliol back to Menorca.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our
Right, let's do one.
Please place your mask back against the overhead.
No start. Is Balliol a veer? No, it's not, so no veer. Done. See what that looks like.
Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat.
Straight out. And a right turn. To Balliol. Enter the hold. Interesting that's not a veer, actually. It's straight on the approach path, isn't it? Never mind.
This is a no smoking zone. Thank you for observing this policy.
Lovely then. So whilst I'm waiting for the rest of the passengers to get on board, I can hear them boarding away now. So that's all well and good. Let's do our brief then. So starting as always as we do with the weather. Yeah, what weather? Wind 070 at 7. So pretty much down the nose as we pretty much from the right as we depart, 7 knots, so might feel it a little bit as we go, but we've got a nice dry runway, so that's fine. Weather en route is fine, weather in Toulouse is fine as well, so fine, cav okay, clear skies. Aircraft is type A320, only thing of the tech log is the weather radar, it's busted, doesn't work. No times for our departure, and threats to be aware of. Really, there's only one threat tonight, that is me. Which is a serious thing to say, actually. You know, if pilots have been away on holiday, or they haven't flown for a couple of weeks for whatever reason or longer, then you know it's a serious thing to bring up to the guy sat next to you, or girl sat next to you, saying, you know, I could potentially be a threat because I'm out of practice. You know, I might just be a little bit unfamiliar and get behind stuff until I've got back into the swing of things. So yeah, that's me saying I'm the threat. You guys need to you guys need to be on the ball more than normal tonight. Aviator, no problem, mate. See you on the next one, I hope. Thanks for stopping by. Okie dokies. So yeah, in terms of any other threats, there's nothing really for certainly not for the departure as we're going in. There's no real terrain or anything like that. It's straight out. The only thing, as I would say, is you know, if something goes really wrong, we end up upside down. You know, it's night time. We're over the Mediterranean. There's not many lights around. There's no clouds. It would be very easy to become disorientated. The moon's quite bright, I think, though, so that might help. But yes, so just be aware of that. Trust the instruments in the rare event of something going belly up. Trust the instruments.
Hi there, Captain. All of the passengers are now on board.
Okay, I'm just waiting a final load sheet.
No problem. I'll bring it to you as soon as they send it up.
Right, okie dokie. So yeah, that's that's pretty much it, really. Let's talk about how we're gonna depart and make sure everything goes smoothly. So we'll push back from the ramp, we'll taxi down south, we'll take Delta, Tango, full length departure. It's not a massive taxi, so no need for a single engine taxi today. And we'll hold at Alpha 1 for Alpha 1, but basically it's a full length departure then. There's no speed restrictions, so we're just going to be straight out. Once we are 7 miles from Minorca, we'll begin that left turn to intercept that 344 radial. Autopilot will be on by this point because I'll be bored, and then we're climbing to our initial flight level of 100. As I say, no speed restrictions, so we'll retract flight some surgical level off and accelerate away as we reach the characteristic speeds, etc. So that's all fine. First turn will be to the left, noise abatement 2 for the departure, and transition altitude is 6,000 feet. So we'll pull for standard pressure not long after we've departed. I think that's it then. So, engine out procedure, basically A320 emergency procedures. Right, let's just familiarise myself with these. We'll do a full brief because it's been a while since I've done one, so let's see if I can remember it all. So, yeah, if we have a problem on the ground, we will contact ATC or Unicom as it is after stopping the aircraft. Or see what the problem is, identify it, run any ECAM actions, inform ATC where we can get it going or whether we need to get back to the gate. If we have a problem on departure before V1, then obviously we'll stop. If we have a problem after V1, then we're committed, and we will obviously continue to fly unless I deem the aircraft to be completely unsuitable for flying, because something like a wing's fallen off or something. Then if that is the case, or if we lose an engine after V1 in particular, then we will continue after V1, rotate 12.5 degrees pitch, and then follow SRS. I will trim out the rudder. After 400 feet, we'll confirm the failure, shut down the correct engine, confirming with you guys which one has failed. Once the aircraft's trimmed out, we'll get the autopilot on as well, and I will pull the heading bug and we'll continue straight out, and we'll climb up to 4,000 feet. Once we have passed 1,800 feet, we'll make the right hand turn back to the holding point in the secondary flight plan. Hello, yes, ground crew, go ahead.
Loading has been completed. We're sending the load jet up to you now. We contact you for push to configure close up and the react on light is switched on.
Alright, thanks, Roger. Yeah, so there we go. Brief done. It was a bit of a clumsy brief, but I think everything was there, wasn't it? Right, looks like the final load sheet is indeed there, so let's check that out. So takeoff weight 61. Oh, that's slightly higher. Damn it. Hello?
Hi, Captain. Okay, here's the load sheet from ground. I've written the passenger count here, the crew count here, and the total number of souls, not including yourselves, here.
Alright, thank you very much.
Okay, looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
Okay, yeah, well, if you're ready and everyone's aboard, we'll get the doors closed and we'll push back.
Okay, I'll let the crew know and we'll get closed up as soon as we can.
So the takeoff weight has gone up by 100 kilograms, so I need to rerun the perf. So 61 now, 123 passengers, 3 infants. CFG is 30.1, so that's gone up as well. Accept that. Okay, anything changed? 29, 35 and 68. Yep, it has changed. Okay, let's just redo the perf then. So it is now 130, 135, 135, 68, everything else is the same. Good stuff. Right, well, while we're here, let's go through the box so you guys can check the figures. Confirming runway 01 for departure. We've got the right departure in the box. We've got the Sargo 3 Charlie in Radnav VO1 tuned to the Menorca VOR. Flight level 340 is planned cruise. That's going to be fine for us. Speeds, we've just confirmed those 130, 135, 135. Flexing 68 flaps 1 departure. Noise abatement 2 is in there. Takeoff weight is 60. It's now 61 on the nose. And second flight plan is the engine out procedure in. Good. We're done. Quick peer to the passengers, then we'll get going. Hello everyone, welcome on board this Easyjet flight tonight from Menorca to Toulouse. We're getting just the last few things done up here, but we should be ready to push back pretty soon. Tonight we're going to be flying at a flight level of 340, 34,000 feet. We've got no departure delay expected. Nice normal taxi time as well, not too much traffic around this evening. Weather departure is good, and there's no en route delays reported either. So if you can get yourself sat down quickly with your seatbelts on, listen to your cabin crew, we should be ready to go in a couple of minutes. Thank you. Alright, let's get that APU started. Copy to ground.
Go ahead.
Okay, we're going to be starting the APU now.
Roger. We monitor the StarCap from down here and let you know if we see anything at all.
Okay, thank you. Pedro, how do you create custom announcements? The manual actually goes through that in quite some detail if you want to check that out. It's not something I can quickly say, this is what you do kind of thing. Dave Pilot, self-loading cargo is responsible for all the comms that you're hearing tonight. Chris Shaw, great flight, great landing, lovely taxi, then you forgot the APU and everything went dark. Yeah. That messes up your replay as well, doesn't it? Eric, would I consider redoing how-to series for the Flyby A320X? It's changed so much since it started 2 years ago, and it has, Eric. To be honest, what I would do now is I would watch the Fenix ones, because the fly-by-wire aircraft is now closer to the Fenix than it probably was 2 years ago. So that would be my advice, certainly. Just wait for the APU to get running. Let's check it's all working fine down below, indeed. System status page, Cat 2, yeah, alright. There we go. Right, so APU is up and running. Let's turn that off, get the pumps on. Seatbelt signs can come on as well now. And copy to ground.
Go ahead.
You can now disconnect the GPU.
Roger. Stand by. Ground power has been disconnected.
Okay, thanks, bye-bye. Hey, Katie Pilot. The ground copy thing isn't very realistic, because if you can actually contact them more than 30 seconds before you push. Well, they're usually just sat in the corner chewing on a chocolate bar or something. They're quite attentive. I guess this probably isn't very realistic, particularly in Spain. Oh, when we got back into Manchester, that was something else that really bugged me on the flight. We were on the ground an hour before the bags started coming through the what do you call it? The luggage belt thing. An hour. I mean, come on. Manchester's not that big an airport, is it? What are you doing? Right. I feel like I've forgotten something. Probably have. That's what happens when you go away. APU bleeds on. Give that another minute or so, and we'll get the packs on as well. Passengers are probably boiling now. What is it? 25 degrees. Oh, I'm boiling. 36 degrees. Ouch. let's get ground crew into position. Alright, so a couple of preparation checklists then. The aircraft acceptance has been completed. Fuel quantity is 5.2 tons. Balanced. Seatbelt signs are on, are they? Yes, yes. There's 3.5 greens, bar of QNH 1016, and cross-checked. Katie Pilot, UK has horrendous staff shortages in all areas right now. Parked today, wait 45 minutes for buses to disembark. Ouch! After an already 2-hour delayed flight, there's only so much you can say sorry on the PA. Yeah, what you need to do, Katie, is you need to tell everyone to tune into your Twitch channel and watch that to pass the time. Yeah. You could live stream from the flight deck. So yeah, this is what's happening. But you can watch me if you've got roaming charges. If you don't have roaming charges, that is. Right, 122.8. Just final check that there isn't any air traffic control around here. No, there's not. Wonderful. Mahon traffic Alpine 34 Charlie Lima, stand 9. We'll be pushing back facing south.
Pronto, copy.
They're very attentive, aren't they? Yeah, go ahead.
We're ready to disconnect.
Okay, thanks. Pin straight ahead. Okay, before I start checklist, parking brake is on. Takeoff date has been confirmed. Windows are closed. EFB is on flight mode. Doors closed and armed. Beacon is on. Quick check behind us. Okay, hold your horses. Parking brake release.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wing.
Okie dokies. So, paranoia check. Yes, I have turned on the APU bleed. Engine mode select to do ignition and starting engine 1. HP too long to prepare a flight. Yeah, unfortunately I'm in agreement with Katie Pilot. Yeah, bored silly at work then. It takes a maximum of 30 minutes to prepare a flight. Well, you know, it takes 30 minutes to turn a flight around. Particularly in the low-cost carriers, yes. But when they're doing it, they're probably not also chatting to people on stream, and at least I hope they're not, and stuff like that. And they're also working to a schedule. We've done stuff like that before. We've done like full real ops days with 4 sector flights. In which case, yes, we do it in 30 minutes, really quick. But you know, we're just having a bit of a chilled out night tonight, if that's okay. SimSky Simulations, oh my word. Just missed my flight connection back to Gatwick. Stuck in Frankfurt now overnight. At least you've got us to cheer you up. So, well, I hope they put you somewhere nice. Have you got and you've got a hotel view with the airport. That's good news. Parking brakes set.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Put the mask over your nose and mouth. Hold in place.
Oh, that's really unfortunate, isn't it? Engine 1's happy, starting engine 2.
Put on your own mask before helping others. If you land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over your head. As the tapes around your waist, click together and pull the strap to adjust. Do not
Helicopter Virtual, good evening to you. Chris Shaw says that's a few beers plane spotting then. It's more difficult to plane spot at night as well, though, I find. That's the only downside.
There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. We also carry flotation aids for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. We wish you.
Talking about staff shortages though and delays on the ground. I would not want to be a baggage handler in the hot weather. I can't think of anything worse. Right, they confirm left clear is right clear. Tug's disappearing. Engine 2 is nearly stable. Nearly. That's not a word you want to work to. Ah, there we go. Engine 2 is available. Good. Right, that can come off. That can come off. Don't need that. Spoilers, rudder, flaps, trim. And the FSTart checklist. So anti-SSR FECOM status is checked. That should just be a pack 2 error. Yep. Pitch trim is 30.1 and rudder is neutral. Fantastic. It's not a long taxi, is it? Let's just do a quick flight check. Flight control check. Oh, full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral rudder, full right, full left, and neutral. And oh, go away. Tables must be stowed for departure and landing. Mahon, traffic Alpine 34 Charlie Lima, taxi now via Delta Tango to holding point Alpha 1 runway 01. Oh, go away. Cancel master caution. I really need to fix this. Side stick fault, calibrate all zones. Okay, clear ECAM.
Hi,
Hello.
Captain. The cabin is secured for takeoff.
Okay, that's
Just
fine.
let me know when you're ready to go, and I'll get the crew seated.
Yeah, sure, taxi. So if you want to get sat down now, please, then we'll be on our way. Okay, so quick pets check. Yes, we had LMC, has redone the performance figures, just changed V1 ever so slightly. So yeah, we've now got full length figures for the new takeoff weight runway 01 departure. The engine out procedure is standard, straight out, and then once we are above an acceleration altitude, engine acceleration altitude 1,800 feet, it's a right hand turn to our holding point. We'll get up to 4,000 feet. Forgot the name of the holding point, but it's in the box, secondary flight plan, so don't care. The departure is Sargo 3 Charlie, straight out 7 miles, left turn, then our initial stop climb is flight level 100. Might have to turn the dome lights down a bit. Bobby G, hello. Hey, Stefano. Right, let's get on this long, straight section of taxiway, then I'll run the takeoff at the taxi checklist. Didn't do the brake check, actually. 1 second, we'll do that in a second as well. Speaking about the brake check, I think the pilot's foot slipped on our departure out of Mahon the other day, because it was, well, I'll show you exactly what it was like. It was like this. It definitely worked. Alright, taxi checklist. So flight controls have been checked. Flaps setting, config 1. FMA, we've got climbing up blue 152 and 10,000 blue. Red on predicted wind shear is on. ECAM memo. Cabin, come on, get sat down. Cabin crew seats for takeoff, please. Same master caution, cancel master caution, ecam actions, we can clear it.
Ladies and gentlemen, because this is a nighttime flight, for safety purposes, I have fixed the cabin lights for takeoff. This is a completely normal procedure. They will be turned back on once we've completed our departure. Thank you.
Hey FMA, you have indeed just arrived on time. High-speed taxis, look at that. 29 knots. Start slowing it down in a minute. Well, the approach path looks clear. Let's get our eyes a bit more adjusted to it, shall we? There we go. Right, so that approach path looks nice and clear. Mahon quick traffic Alpine 34 Charlie Lima is lining up via Alpha 1, runway 01. Mahon quick traffic. Sure, I've just pushed a button, I didn't mean to then. Might have just been the CRV test by mistake. Okay, lineup checklist, cabin secure, takeoff runways, full length 01, TCAS, TRA, and packs 1 and 2 are off. Love a good nighttime takeoff. Okay, rolling takeoff, I think. So, start the timer. Takeoff. 50% in one set. And stable. Set takeoff thrust. Man flex. SRS and runway. Let's go. Engine 2 is critical. 100 knots. God, I'm having to use that rudder a lot. V1. And rotate. Positive climb, gear up, nav. Nose down a bit. Thrust climb, climb. Standard pressure set, S speed, flap 0, spoils disarmed. I'm going to have to come back in here during the daytime, see if I can spot my hotel. Oh. Kate, if you're still there, that's your fault. You're in the FO seat. get those back synced because I'm lazy. Speaking of being lazy, autopilot 1 on. Both packs are on. There we are. Everything looks nice and safe, so cabin crew, you're released. So, yeah, I'm just trying to pick it out, sort of. Down here, yeah, this was the sort of area we were seeing. I forgot what it's called now. Might have to do a group flight around Menorca, VFR style. And we'll find the hotel. We'll land on the beach. Right, spoilers, flaps, gear, lights.
Please keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes.
HB, I'm not flying for VA Easyjet. You don't see me on the flight map. No, HB, I take too long for my briefs. They won't let me join. Speed alt star. Okay, we've got no ATC. Let's continue the climb. Something sensible. That'll do. So thrust climb, open climb, 260 blue. 10,000 feet. So. Let's check everything. So, Ragnar page, we can clear that out now, we don't need that. Check the progress page, flight level 340 is going to be fine tonight, so go with that. 340 blue. Cost index 0. Second flight plan, we can now clear that out. Copy active. Done. On our way. Right, I think we'll take that off. The departure we had out of Menorca as well on Saturday was incredibly bumpy. In fact, the whole flight was bumpy. It was... I got my lad a hot chocolate and it needed some milk pudding in it just to cool it down. And there was just, I was like, yeah, sorry mate, I'm not taking the lid off that cup at the minute because I'll throw it down myself. So yeah, there was a lot of time where the seatbelt signs remained on because it was just choppy. It was really, really choppy. But it was in that kind of place where sometimes, obviously, turbulence. If some people are really scared of it, aren't they? If they don't understand what it is, and it can feel quite unsafe. Obviously, it's not. But it was turbulence that I would say was more annoying than fun, for want of a better word. So because you couldn't do anything, I was trying to like help my girls do some drawing as well, and they couldn't stay inside the lines. Bless them. Lemon Wolf, good evening. Has been a while. Yeah, partly my fault 'cause I've been away, but great to have you back. How you doing, mate? Hope you're doing well. Zeno, when am I coming to Milan? Well, you know, I love flying to Milan. It's a great approach with the Alps and things as well. I just wish there was some decent scenery for it. That's the only thing that puts me off flying to Milan in the simulator at the moment. Adrian, did Menorca have the same story weather as Mallorca? Yeah, yes it did. Oh god, it did. Yeah. So that was the other thing as well. So the morning of the storm, we'd actually walked down to the beach, about 15 minutes walk downhill, which was fine. We thought we'll have a nice steady walk back. We called. My wife and I, we got a nice alcoholic beverage. The kids had some ice cream, and within the quickest time I've ever seen, the sky went from being nice blue sky to just this storm, and the wind and the rain and the gales and the oh, it was awful. And then I sort of checked on the sort of the weather app and everything. I'm like, well, this is going to be here now. It's going to be like this for like the next few hours. We can't just stay here. So we had to just brave it. We had to walk back to the hotel. And honestly, it was like a scene from the Titanic at times. I couldn't open my eyes. The water was just pouring in. It was kind of a head down and hold on. One of my girls wouldn't walk, so I had to carry her up the hill, which didn't do me or my back any good. The storm was that strong. It blew trees down. Trees fell onto the hotel. When we got back there was no electricity, there was no water, so yeah, it was bad day to go on holiday, sadly. Terry, Verisol finally posted some new pictures of Malpensa. Excellent. Flying Art, hey, Flying Art. So guys, Flying Art is responsible for Simbox, which is in use tonight. I am using it. That's how I'm controlling all my lights and things. That I just flash everyone. So if anyone's got any question about Simbox, now is a great time to ask. So welcome to Flying Art. We'll turn my lights off now. We don't actually need those on at 30,000 feet. So yeah. Terry's been made by Dave Rosenfield. Okay. I just think I need Malpensa and I need Schiphol. I can't wait for those to come out. They're brilliant. Terry, is that the same guy that made the mega airport Brussels? Ah, it'll be good then, won't it? Because that is a cracking airport. So yeah, looking forward to that. Right, well, according to the box, we should be on the ground. It's about 20:34 UTC time, so it's really not long at all. Chris Shaw, will Simbox help me not forget the APU? There is an option for the APU on Simbox, yes. So you can actually turn it on and off with that. In fact, where is it? Yeah, so look. There you go, watch. APU master on. I'll not turn it on, but yeah, there you go. So you can do it with Simbox as well. Oh no. Okay, so that's annoying. So we bought some like stress balls for the kids. You know, just like these foam balls that you can play with. And I've just been sat faffing around with one whilst I've been chatting with you guys and flying for the last hour or so. And I've just looked down, because I've not been looking what I'm doing. All the bloody stuffing's just come out of it all over me. Oh, jeez, it looks like it's snowing. Christ's sake. Right, let's get rid of that. That's flight level 250. Right, I can just see the lights of mainland Spain now. Look, there we are. We've got Barcelona over there. There it is. So, get some en route weathers whilst we're here. See what's happening in Barcelona. I would imagine it's absolutely fine. Now look at this. See, this is why I got a lot of information regarding our arrival done on the ground, because there's our top of climb, there's our top of descent. It's about 40, 60 is it 60 miles between the two? No, it might be 80 miles between the two, but even so, it's not far at all, is it? Right, where's that weather for Barcelona? Has that come through yet? So Barcelona's wind 0705, varying 040110, 10 kilometers or more, few clouds, 1,000 feet, 25 degrees, QNH 1017. Yeah, it's fine, isn't it? Well, did I manage to get a picture from the flight deck? No. If I'm on my own or anything like that, it's, you know, it's a bit easier. But when you've got all the kids in tow, then no. Do you know what though? It was interesting. So we flew. I'm going to sort of do a bit of free advertising here. You'll not believe this. We didn't fly with Easyjet. Sadly, they hadn't got the flights I needed. We flew with TUI, and when I was booking it, I was like, oh God, I'm going to be on a Boeing, aren't I? But it turns out we weren't. We were on one of their, well, at least A320s from SmartLinks, so that was nice. I felt confident. Right, so that's all okay. Let's have a quick butchers at the latest weather in Toulouse. See if it's changed from what we had when we were on the ground. So wind is now 140 at 9, so it's dropped a little bit, but it's still a perfect headwind. It's still cav okay. It's now 26 degrees. QNH is 1016, no change. LV MFS on TikTok. Hello from Toulouse. Thanks for joining us, mate. Hopefully you've got nice clear skies tonight. That's where we'll be coming into pretty shortly. Oh look, I knew I'd forget to do something. I didn't start the timer when we pushed back. Oh, never mind, I can get it from the box if I need it. So guys, if you haven't done so already, just while we're trying to climb to cruise, just a reminder, please do hit the like button if you're enjoying our first flight back tonight. It does make a difference to the channel, it really, really does. So thank you to everyone who's already gone and done that. So I'll get to cruise, we'll just reset up the box, ready for the landing, we'll do the quick briefing. It's nice and straightforward, this brief, isn't it? One thing I will check while we do that is just check the arrival that I've got in this box. So all 7 Sierra, and then we've got the RNAV start in, so let's just check that these are all correct. OneBluffX, what's your salary if you're an actual pilot? That all varies. From airline to airline, from position to position. So yeah, it's impossible to answer that. It might be worth throwing that question into Google, see what it comes out with. What was I doing? Ah yes, just checking the coding for this arrival. So we should have Orwell Salsi a demo, then the RNAV approach, which is a demo, then 506, 509. One four right, that's the one. Yeah, we've got the right approach in. Beautiful. All those speeds look pretty good as well, so I don't need to faff around with them. Christian, good evening, Christian. Hope you are doing well. Good to see you again, mate. Hey, it's WK, good to see you as well. It's WK, so the lighting can be different depending on what MSN the aircraft is. You know, the Airbus are tinkering with things all the time, so I'd say both, you know, pretty close. That's Mahon style. Be interesting to see when we get a really new MSN, and we no longer have the landing lights in 3 positions. It's just going to be on and off, and we only have one of them. I think there's only one, because they're now they're now inbuilt into the airframe. No more mini speed brakes. Right, that's Mac Alt Cruise. That's set to below. Get the performance back to 4. I'll check the SD pages. Make sure nothing's broken that I'm unaware of. So that's fine. That's fine. They're all fine. Hydraulics fine. Fuel 5.2. Yeah, that adds up. We're not leaking fuel over the med. APU's fine. Temperature's good. Brakes are fine. Flight controls are fine. Everything's fine. Make sure nothing's broken on the overhead. No amber lights. Cockpit light out philosophy. Wonderful. Alright, let's do a fuel check then. Make sure this is all working correct. So we're at Dallin. The fuel expected then at Dallin is... let's have a look. That should be about 3.4 tons. We've got 3.5. Wonderful. What's that, Dark? I've just clicked on a link that Dark sent me. Ooh! Who's posted that? I can bring this on stream. Who's posted this? Very nice. Okay, that's not what I was expecting. I was expecting to see more pictures of Schiphol. Let's go away from the penguin. That's yours, Dark. Oh, very interesting. Well, I will be more than happy to see that in the sim. WK, is that why some of the autopilot? Yeah, that's why they're different. You can even get these with white lights as well. It's all airline preference. Hey, Pilot Nerd, good evening to you. Right, let's go through the box. Let's set all this up. Yeah. Box is already screaming at me. So I've already said I'm happy with that. TOU in the box for the arrival. LFB014 right. Let's get the arrival stuff in then. So QNH is 1016. Hey Ant Track, good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Temperature has dropped by a degree now. It is 26. Wind 140.9. Barrow 688. Config 3. Always like a good config 3 landing. Clean speed is going to be 218. Great stuff. Okay, let me just do a landing performance check. Make sure Toulouse is huge, so we're runway 14 right. It is dry. Just get the latest METAR. What's our landing weight going to be? Landing weight is going to be 56, 57, 58, 59 tons. Don't think we need max auto brake, do we? Flap 3. Easy. Hey, Dr. Magic celebrating 28 months of captain level channel membership. Dr. Magic, that is awesome. Thank you so much for your support, mate. Hope you're doing well. Woodcut, where can you locate the elevator trim value when you're doing your flight plan? That is on your final load sheet, my friend, which you will find. You know where the load sheets are, don't you? So, what am I doing? AOC menu, received messages. So, it's the ones you get right at the start. The final load sheet, not the preliminary. Make sure it's the final. It's on here, and it is your. It's this one here. Your MAC takeoff weight, which is 30.1. MAC is another way of showing your centre of gravity. 30.1. So that's the percentage that you set in the trim wheel value to. Right, quick pay to passengers, then we'll do a brief. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now at our cruising flight level today of 34,000 feet. We'll look to be all on time as well. En route weather is looking good. We'll shortly be beginning our descent into Toulouse, at which point I will come back and let you know how we are with regards to traffic and whether we'll be arriving on time. So thanks very much. Hope you're enjoying the flight, and I'll speak to you in a little bit. Brief time. So weather in Toulouse, yeah, we've got a nice headwind down the runway, no crosswind or anything, it's all on the headwind, so that's nice. Cavalcade 26 degrees, so it should be beautiful clear views as we come in, dry runway, all that sort of stuff, so that's great. Aircraft is still as it was when we took off, nothing's broken. No times that are going to affect us in the sim. There are a few stands that are closed for whatever reason. That's not going to affect us though. Threats to be aware of. Let's just have a quick look. What terrain is there? Okay, so there's terrain miles out to the east. That really shouldn't affect us. In fact, this might affect us just a tad though. There is terrain as we're coming down though, so let's not get down too soon. We can't anyway. We're limited to 580 at Demo. So yeah, terrain over to the east of the airport, but yeah, don't need to worry too much about that. Only other little threat is a bit of unfamiliarity. I've departed from it loads of times. Can't recall the last time we landed here. So we will look to vacate Mike 4, cross 14 left, and we'll taxi north then on Papa and take Tango 55, Tango 50, one of them, and park somewhere somewhere in front of the terminal. Yeah, so just getting that in our minds so we know what it is we're doing, but yeah, that unfamiliarity might be considered a little bit of a threat as well. Alright, full arrival brief then. So, we are expecting ILS runway 14 right, Oval 7 Sierra with the RNAV transition. Once we're at top of descent, we'll get down flight level 80, we'll wind that down. The way I'm going to fly the approach is pretty straightforward, so S-speed at 509, flaps 1 with the localized set flap 2 with the glide slope intercept. It's a normal 3-degree glide slope as well. Airport elevation is a touch below 500 feet, minimum 688, and how wide are these runways? 45 meters. That's fine then. Yeah, 45 meters. So yeah, that's normal. We're going to use auto brake low as done with the landing performance calculations. No minimum speeds on approach, and we're going to be vacating the runway to the left. It's not a long taxi to the terminal, so I doubt single engine taxi is going to come into play. So there we go. Job done. Let's have a look at the go around just in case anything silly happens. So where are you? Interesting one. So climb straight out on runway track to 5.1 miles out of DME, left turn 016, climbing 4,000 feet, headed to the tow NDB. Oh, sorry, it's from the tow NDB, isn't it? And proceed direct to Netro. Transition altitude's 5,000 feet, platform altitude's 3,000 feet for landing. MSA is also 3,000 feet as well, if I didn't brief that before. Good stuff. I think we're briefed. Would usually just leave the trim wheel alone. I mean, well, technically, the newer aircraft, they've got the rotate law, haven't they? If they're in the green band, you should be fine. Oliver LT, when do you change QNH? When you get it from ATC? If you're listening to air traffic control, if air traffic control tell you to go from a flight level to an altitude. Altitude is local pressure. Flight level is standard pressure. So, yeah, that's kind of the big giveaway. If you're doing it via air traffic control. Bombdeck Gaming, good evening, mate. Hope you're doing well. Oh, glad you like the videos. And hopefully you find them interesting. Top of descent's coming up now. What's that company message that's come through? We weren't late. Better not be them yelling at me saying I was late. I was not late. I was bang on time. What do they want? 2 minutes. Go away. Hey, Horatio. Good to see you. Well, I've got the train radar on. I just said there's a bit of terrain down there. Okay, let's go down. So, as briefed, we'll pop it in managed descent. So, descent and 80 blue. Down we go. Can't remember the last time we were in Toulouse in the sim. Sam Clue says, flew with Ryanair the other day and was delayed for an hour and a half because the kid broke his seatbelt and got stuck. Yeah, the reason you were actually delayed, Sam, was probably because Ryanair were trying to charge the family for a new seatbelt. Family probably had to scrape together a few £1,000s for before they could depart. Christopher, how do you break a seatbelt? I don't know. Poor kid. How does he get stuck? How tight was it? I mean, they're lap belts, really, aren't they? Right, I'm going to select speed is my friend on descent. And 270. Should be on the ground in about 20 minutes. Probably should let the passengers know that, shouldn't we? Ladies and gentlemen, hello once again from the flight deck. You may have noticed we've started our descent now into Toulouse. We should be on the ground in about 20 minutes, and weather in Toulouse is looking very nice. It's clear skies, 26 degrees, and should be a nice smooth approach and landing for you as well. If you can now start to get yourselves back into the seats, we'll pop in the seatbelt signs on shortly, at which point the toilets will of course also go out of use. Thank you, I'll speak to you again soon. Datsiki, if you're having a problem with the radios, chances are you've got like some auto what's the word I'm looking for? So what are the sort of help features turned on? Go on, guys, help me out, chat. What is it I'm trying to say? Auto assist features. Do you know what I mean? So your virtual co-pilot that Microsoft Flight Simulator has built into it, you need to turn him off because he's a pain. He doesn't know what he's doing. He keeps faffing around with stuff he shouldn't. Hey, Barry Bartson, good evening, mate. Hope you're doing well. Look at that VNAV being held perfectly. Sam Clues, it sounds like you need to stop flying Ryanair. Choose a nice orange aircraft next time. If you're on the Fenix Discord, Daz, pop the question in there, because I bet someone's had that issue and I bet somebody's fixed it before you need to raise a ticket with the Fenix team. Hello?
Sorry for the intrusion. I was just wondering if you'd like a drink.
Actually, can I have some water, please?
Of course, just give me a couple of minutes and I'll bring it for you.
Wonderful. I'm just going to warm the aircraft up a little bit because it's about 19-20 degrees, so we'll just get it a nice temperature for them. Sam, you usually fly with a lovely orange Airbus company, but their prices were a bit higher this year. Yeah, that's so. If someone breaks a seat belt, they don't make you pay for it. And they don't lose your bags. Still couldn't believe at Manchester last week when we were an hour waiting for the bags. Just crazy stuff. Hello?
Hi, Captain. Your drinks are ready. They're in the storage compartment in our galley.
Alright, thank you.
No problem.
They never want to come in and pass them to me, do they? Right, what are we at? File 230, that's fine. I'll walk my first officer after this. So, I pretty much detach myself from my phone when I'm on holiday. So I've got no idea what's been going off in the world of Microsoft Flight Simulator whilst I've been away. So you've got about 12,000 feet of descent to type into the chat. Let me know what news might I have missed. What's going on? What's happening? Anything good? I need to get back on it. Of course, I've come back and I've been thrown straight into work as well, which is why it's taken me until now to get streaming again. Right, this is a Dino coming up. Looks like a bit of cloud over Toulouse over there. We won't have Cav-OK conditions. Barney asks, is Swissport a joke at Manchester? God knows why TUI used them. Probably because they're cheap, Barney. But yes, it is Swissport that was responsible. Dark Fury, Nolex went down Canal Street in Manchester. Did he have his legs out? I want to see the photos. Bossman Gaming, not of his legs. Bossman Gaming, I say, hello mate, welcome on board. Guido, PMDG is even closer to releasing the electronic flight bag, but still no dates. Yeah, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, perhaps. That's one of those we'll see it when we believe it kind of things. I've lost my phone. Where's that gone? Legend Dark Fury 777X is nearly entering beta. I was actually genuinely gutted when I heard that. I did see that the 757's been delayed, hadn't it? I was genuinely gutted about that. So I think out of all the Boeings, I could be tempted to jump into that. Then jump out of it again. Right, I've got nice clear skies. Can I see the airport anywhere? I seem to have got a lot of things turned on up here. What's all this rubbish? I don't need the VFR map. Phoenix, Doug, I was around when Phoenix announced that. Did a bloody video on it. Clearly you don't watch. Quite a few, yes, I know everyone got laid off, didn't they, during COVID, and now no one wants to come back. Well, there's only way to attract people back to a job, and that's to pay them better wages. Captain Hugh, you're keen to hear the cabin crew repeating themselves, making double announcements in self-loading cargo. Why is that? I have absolutely no idea, Captain Q, I'm afraid. Ratio, how do you turn off the copilot if you can't have it in the toolbar anymore? Like, does it deactivate itself? Do you know what? I can't even remember. It's all turned off in. Yeah, it's all turned off in the sort of main settings of the simulator. Right, seatbelt signs on. There's our airport, I think. Yeah, that'll be it. Toulouse traffic Alpine 34 Charlie Lima is 10 miles to the east, and we are now downwind for a left-hand traffic pattern. The ILS runway 14 right. Toulouse traffic. Okay, so select speed down 250. Few says better chance of getting you back within 10 minutes of landing than handling agents but getting a better pay. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I couldn't fault the baggage guys at Menorca. It's a much smaller airport, obviously, less busy, but yeah, they got that sorted very quickly. Right, 10,000 feet, get our lights on. Activate the approach phase. Told you this was a nice easy flight. Get us back into the swing of things. Tango Bravo Sierra is identified. Platform altitude then is 3,000 feet. So thrust idle open descent now 3,000 blue. Manage the speed. Just going to draw a 9-mile radius around our landing runway as well. Lima Fox Bravo Oscar 14 right. and 9 miles. There we go. Speed brakes. Might end up in a touch high. In which case, good chance to practice the glide slopes capture from above procedure. How many track miles have we got left to run? 18. Flaps 1. Speed 180. Cabin crew, prepare for landing. Okay, need some drag. Flaps 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside.
Oh, didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean expedited. Go away.
You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines.
Over descent, nav, 3000 blue. Yeah, that's what I meant to do. I'll glass a low blue cat 3 dual autopilot 1 and 2. Yes, we are high at the moment. Let's get the gear down. Oh my god, we're very high. I'm not sure this is going to work. This is what happens when you have a couple of weeks off. My energy management's screwed. We'll lock, so let's wind that down. Might just rescue it. Toulouse traffic, Alpine 34 Charlie Lima is established runway 14 right, 8 mile final. Yeah, so this is a glide slope procedure, capture from above procedure. There we go, glide slope was captured. So we wound the altitude up, we wound the VS down. But you can only do that when you're in lock. We've now got glide slope start. That's what we wanted. Let's manage the speed. Missed approach altitude is 4,000 feet set. And we can go flaps 3. Cabin crew seats for landing. And landing checklist. Cabin is secured. Go around altitude is 4,000 feet set. Eco memo. Landing. No blue.
Ladies and gentlemen, because this is a nighttime flight, for safety purposes, I have left the cabin lights ready for our arrival. Please don't worry, this is a completely normal procedure. They will be turned back on once we've arrived on the ground. Thank you.
A little bit of headwind there as well, look. Ground speed mini doing its thing. Ryan, why do you wind the altitude up and not just adjust the VS? Because you don't want it to level off, Ryan. That's why. Right, let's see how well we land after a couple of weeks off. Autopilot disengaged, I have control. So yeah, it is an actual technique that the glide slope capture from above procedure, but you can only do it when you've got lock green. That's to make sure you're not doing it somewhere stupid where you're going to fly into something. And the general procedure is gear down, flaps 2, wind the VS down, wind the altitude up so you don't level off. If you can rescue it, great. If not, discontinue the approach and have another go. Let's go off the centre line a tad there, haven't we? Just get back on it. Stable.
Hundred above. Minimum.
Continue. Got 3 whites there, we're okay.
$50, $40, $30, $20, retard.
Take that. So I suppose deployed reverse green. Decel. Manual brakes. Is that what it said? 0 FPM. Ah. Reverse is off. Yeah, I'm not sure I believe that. Happy with the way we rescued the approach though. Absolutely appalling energy management. We'll check the replay out. We might get a different FPM reading on the replay. In fact, I guarantee we'll get a different FPM reading on the replay. Right, so this should be mic 4, I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin
Serious, it was not 500 feet FPM. Absolutely no way.
we ask that you remain seated until
Passengers would have screamed if it had been.
has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls or internet access may now be used. Please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you. Check all the seat pockets underneath
There we go.
the seat and
Confirm that's mic 4.
do take care of opening the lockers in case anything falls out. Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your Easyjet journey. For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information, check out our official Facebook page, Twitter or Easyjet.
So straight across here. Toulouse traffic, Alpine 34, Charlie Lima is crossing runway 14 left. The strobus back on. And we've got a left turn on here. Alex, how did you get on with Canal Street? Was it? Did you have a good time? Wonderful. We'll get parked up and then we'll check out the replay as well. Chris Shaw, glad you enjoyed that flight. It was one of those straightforward ones, wasn't it? Nothing daft. That's what you want. Ah, Chris, the beauty of Simbox. APU's on, mate. APU's on. Oh, there's a plane just popped up. I'll not park there then. Daz Higgy, I love this Toulouse scenery. I think it's great, particularly with all the Airbus factory built in as well. Oh my god, I've just chosen Service Air, they don't exist anymore. There we go. Right, that. Oh, there's a man. There's a man down there. Yeah, sadly I can't exactly follow his directions. Anyway, guys, welcome to Toulouse. There we are. Let's get off VATSIM and we'll check out the replay. So I'll disconnect off that. Self-loading cargo. We'll also get rid of that. There we go. Jobs are good. Cool. I'm not going to shut down the engines because planes don't fly well without them. Let's check out that replay.
Too low. Terrain.
Oh, should be quiet. There we are. Bit of a nighttime Toulouse approach. Oh, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I enjoyed that. It was a nice way to get back into flying after a couple of weeks away. Always enjoyed being with you guys as well. As I said, if you haven't done so already, then please do me a massive favour, hit that like button. It does make a big difference, it really does. Particularly as not much has been going on the channel for the last couple of weeks, so every little helps. Thank you, everybody that's done that for me already. Captain Hugh, glad you enjoyed that. Hey J-Hog, didn't know you were in the chat, mate. Hope you're doing well. So a bit of a debrief then on the flight. Yeah, it was fine, wasn't it? Everything was straightforward. There was one thing I missed. I missed the approach checklist. Whoops. And our energy management coming down wasn't great, but did mean we got a chance to practice the glide slope catch from above procedure. So every silver lining, every cloud has a silver lining. There we are. Touchdown looked all right. No, Lex, I can't do anything about J-Hog. He brings me chocolate milkshakes when he's passing. Why would I want to stop that supply? Oh, quickly check out the other side, because, well, why not? Scenery looks very good around here, doesn't it? That's very nice. Is the photogrammetry in Toulouse? Can't remember. Womble, do you need to disengage the autopilot early, or can you leave it to the piano piece? Oh, Beluga! Hello, Beluga. What an aircraft. Is that the normal one? It's not the XL, that is it? No. Sorry, I just got completely distracted there. So, if you're doing a manual landing, so you're not doing an auto land, the latest you can leave the autopilot in is 160 feet. Then you have to take it off at 160 feet. You can do a Cat 1 auto land as well, remember. But things have to be in place on the ground for that, or rather, you need to make sure that the approach path is fully clear and traffic aren't interfering with the eyeless beams, etc. Yeah, this is that Toulouse traffic that I really like. Yeah, Toulouse scenery I really like. Just looks good, doesn't it? Just looks really good. The whole Airbus factory's here, look. Look at all these Airbus aircraft. It's like an Airbus boom. Beautiful. Well guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed our flight tonight. I'm going to leave you then with one final replay. Let's turn that off. There you go. Our next live stream will of course be advertised on Discord, so check out the Discord server if you haven't already done so. And yeah, massive thanks to all of you. It's great to be back, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. And yeah, I'm now going to go and catch up on all the Canal Street discussion on Discord. Good night, everyone. Have a great evening. Bye bye.
Retard.